Did take me a while to gain my confidence because that's what helped me get the funding, and that over $30,000 to $40,000 already just in the startup, but to maintain the business. Hello, I am Mariah Jenkins, salon owner of May Beauty Salon. I have been in the industry now for about 4 or 5 years. I did work at a commission salon in the beginning, so about the first 2 years of my career, I spent building up my clients, of course learning, which I never stopped learning, and then after about that 2-year mark in 2020 is when I started working from home because of the pandemic, and then I got this space here, which we're in now, so I've been here for about 2 years, and yeah.
Why do you decide to have your own business?
I didn't decide to. It kind of just happened, like my drive and just who I am. Like I honestly didn't see myself having anything of my own. It was kind of just what it moved into as I built up my clientele and, got that confidence and that independence. And that's when it kind of just fell in my lap to do this, and I've been successful at it. So it wasn't just I'ma do this type of thing. It just happened, and I decided to roll with it and trust myself.
What type of product or service do you offer?
I offer not all types of beauty services, just mostly hair right now. Extensions, braids, suppresses, definitely natural hair. I pride myself in being a healthy hair specialist. So I transition a lot of women from chemically treated, such as relaxers, texturizers, if you will, into becoming fully natural and learning how to deal with your natural hair, how to manage your natural hair, what are the types of things that are going to keep them healthy, keep your hair healthy, and help you throughout your journey at home as well as your salon care and journey.
And how long you say you was in business?
Here, I've been here for 2 years. Honestly, been doing hair all my life. I started off braiding everybody's hair. I did say that I wanted to be a cosmetologist when I was younger, but my music career kind of led what I thought I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And then after going to college for a few years, I decided that route wasn't what I wanted to do. So then I was prompted by my sister to go to hair school, and that's what I did. And so from hair school till now, it's been about 4 or 5 years.
What's some objective you have to overcome starting your business?
One, me, my head, my lack of confidence that I had at the time. That was a big step I had to overcome. Just thinking that I couldn't do it at first is what kind of drove me. I feel like if I attacked it with a more confidence, more that I could do it, I might be a little bit further, but that kind of helped me up a little bit because it did take me a while to gain my confidence. And then of course funding, right now marketing, just trying to grow your business. So like there's never not gonna be any obstacle that you're gonna have to face at any step of the way. So just those little things.
How did you overcome the doubt in yourself?
It was just a mindset shift. So of course everybody around me believes in me and they're encouraging me. It was just up to me to accept it. And once I saw myself in a different light and saw that I could do it and can do it and am actually proving to myself, I would set goals, and then the outcome of those goals made me realize, oh, okay, you can do it. You're doing it right. This does look good, so it's like, okay, well, why am I even thinking the negative things? So once I attacked whatever, situation, maybe it was a hairstyle or something in business, with a positive mind and how can I get this done instead of psyching myself out before I even tried. That's what helped me to come out of that.
I know you touched a little bit on funding. How did you get your funding to start?
COVID helped me start my business, to get my space and everything. The one thing I will plug in is that if you want to start a business or are already in business, please take the necessary steps to have a correct business on paper, because that's what helped me get the funding, and that's what continues to help me get funding here and there. It's not, of course, as much as I would like or what I could get in the future, but just starting off, like those COVID relief funds that they had helped me. But because I had my business set up correctly, maybe not 100% correctly, but at least enough to get approved, that's what helped me get the funding.
Do you have anyone working for you?
I do. So here at the salon, I offer booth rent and commission. Booth rent is you just renting a space here or a booth, and you run your own business. But with the commission side of things, I am actually a mentor, an instructor, a teacher, where I bring you on at whatever stage you are at with your hair journey, and we train, help grow your clientele. As clients come to the salon, I push them to you. So that's a whole program that I have that I do offer here at the salon. So I have both, and it will kind of just depend on your preference.
Finance. If somebody was trying to start a salon like you have, how much do you think they would need to have to start?
COVID messed up a lot of things. Things have gone up. So I'm not sure about where like inflation and things lies today, but I would say like anywhere, if you want like a full salon with furniture, say if you're starting off with nothing, you have to get space, all of your furniture, any cosmetic or renovation things you would have that you would need, say electric or say the floors or whatever, just all of that coupled, I would say between 15 and 20,000 starting off.
What influenced the decision to pick this particular location?
So when I moved into my apartment, which is not far from here, I was still working at my old salon, and every time I would drive by, I would say, you know, I want to be here. Like, this is a building I was just manifesting on. And then finally, 2 years later, I came back to it, and every time I would ask did they have anything available, it would be maybe this room or that room. So I've actually looked at a lot of rooms here in this building, but at the time when I was ready to start, I looked at this space here in this building, and it was a perfect fit. So that's what ultimately drove my decision to, you know, be here, and it was affordable.
As someone that's trying to start out in the salon business, do you have anything that you wish you've known before?
No, not necessarily, because your journey is never going to be linear. So wherever you start, you learn, adapt, move forward. You know what I mean? If you have to take a step back, you take that step back, but you always continue to have forward movement, no matter if that's straight, curvy, you gotta stop, you know, pause or whatever. You always continue to keep that forward movement. So that's what I would say. I don't say there's nothing that I would rather have learned before him, because I'm learning everything I need to in time.
If you had to give advice to someone who was trying to start their own business, how would you suggest them start growing and getting clients?
So I would say be consistent. When I first started off working at the salon, I actually had a second job. So I did not go into full-time stylist right away. And I was persistent with marketing. So I posted every day, sometimes even 3 times a day starting off. I would just post. Word of mouth is a really big one, which everybody will say, but that's not a cliche, it's really true. Word of mouth is a big one. And then like now what I'm doing to promote my business, which you can start at the very beginning, I just didn't do it then. I'm doing more pop-up shops. So any vendor booths that are available, or even if it's just a networking event, like always show up for yourself, or schedule that in your schedule, instead of like looking at it as leisure, or, you know, where you could go to it, look at it as this is my business endeavor. Like, this is what I'm putting on the schedule as a part of the business aspect. Yeah, so that's what I would say.
As a business owner, how many hours are you putting in right now?
Over 40. For sure. Some weeks it looks like more. I used to work a lot more, but now since I am going into different avenues of the business, I try to do right at 40, because everything else that I'm doing, pop-ups, whatever, are my extra hours. So I don't spend all my hours in the salon now. So yeah, about 40 in the salon, 10 to 20 plus outside.
So having your business now, you think it was worth it? Creating your business?
Yeah, I mean, so far, like if everything was to end today, like I'm just grateful for what I've learned and who I've become during the journey. Because it's not really about it is about the business growing, but it's more so about your growth. And that's what I take away from everything that I've been through in life, especially where the business is concerned. So it is worth it. And I'm just pressing forward, as I said before. So wherever it takes me is what I'll be content with and happy with.
Okay. So you say you worked a 9 to 5 before. So what's the pro and con of having a 9 to 5 versus having a business?
So it just depends on how you look at it and the type of person that you are. Having a 9 to 5, you can go there, work, and you can leave work at home. Leave work at work, excuse me. But when you're a business owner, you come, you work, you go home, but work goes with you. You are your work. So it's a difference in mindset and just the difference of what you're willing to deal with, just even mentally, physically, definitely emotionally, when it comes to handling some things. So that's, I wouldn't say a pro and con, but that's like just the difference in the whole mindset aspect of it.
Okay, you mentioned mind state. So what mind shift did you have to do for you to start running your business and see success?
As previously stated, I had to get over my fear. Once that confidence level started to, increase in myself, I had to not be afraid to reach out to whoever I needed to reach out to pull from, to be able to learn and to grow. And it's just timing. Like, everything does not happen overnight. Once I started to realize just the negative things that I was saying to myself, then I'm beginning to be like, I talk to myself like, hey, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, look how you sound, all of these things. So I had to, one, be aware, and then two, make the necessary adjustments. Like, nothing is gonna happen overnight, but awareness is the first thing.
So as far as your marketing, what methods do you use to market and get clients?
So as stated before, I post on Instagram. Instagram and Facebook are my pretty much the only two social medias that I market to. I also pay for the ads there on those platforms, if needed. I'll run a sponsored ad either on Instagram or either both. The pop-ups that I mentioned are good marketing tools. So even though mostly pop-ups are like sales, which I do have retail that I am selling, but I go into it with the mindset of I'm just gonna talk to as many people I can talk to, give them my business card, put my name out there, and that's the goal. So that's more of the marketing that I do. It's typically just social media, and now just starting to get out and about, network, pop-ups, whatever.
What's some software that you use that actually help you run your business more effectively?
I started using Square maybe about a year ago, maybe a little over a year ago. Square is a really good app because you have everything in there. I don't use Square for everything, but you can. So it has appointments, it keeps track of your inventory, it has client profiles, and the list goes on about Square, but it has been a really, really helpful tool for me, as well as hiring a team of people that's gonna help you do some of the things that you can't fully do. So i.e. an accountant. I know I'm not good with keeping my books. I'm not good with, tracking every single thing that comes in and out of the business. So I've hired an accountant. And I would encourage you to hire whoever you need to hire that's going to help you be successful and be organized in the business.
So he's running a business. Would you say it's very stressful, or is it like they say on social media to start it and run it and you can make your own schedule, get up whenever you want? Do you think all that is just fluff, or is it real?
It's not fluff. You can definitely make your own schedule and do what you want, but on the other side, it is very stressful. So you have to have a strong mind, a strong will, a strong willpower to get up every day and say, no, this is what I want, this is mine, take pride in it, and keep moving forward.
How do you cope with the stress of running a business?
I cry a lot. I'm an emotional person anyway, but definitely just let it out for sure. Talk to who you need to talk to, let it out. Sometimes I'll work out, or now that I have a little bit more time on my hands, I'm starting to get back into the music, which I mentioned earlier that I went to school for music and kind of left that. So now that I am shifting gears and just me, the business and everything, I would say find a hobby. So your work is your work, and I love doing hair. That's still my 9 to 5. So now I'm trying to pour myself into other things that I can, balance, just keeping that balance.
If you have to guesstimate how much you think you invested in the business so far?
Over $30,000. And it's gonna be more, over $30,000 to $40,000 already just in the startup. But to maintain the business, of course, that's a monthly cost, but yeah.
Are you seeing a return on your investment?
Yeah.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to let the people know? Maybe somebody trying to get into your industry, any tips or tricks that you have that they can do?
First, go to school. If you have not or am thinking or know you want to do hair, definitely go to school. I know there's kind of a stigma to where it's like, oh, well, do you even need the schooling, or it's just for your license? But when you're in school to do hair is more than just styling. It's a science to it. It's chemistry to it. You learn bacteria, you learn professionalism. So I would say, one, go to school, and school is gonna give you that great foundation. Number two, I would say lock in to maybe not one mentor. If you have to kind of spread out or categorize your mentor, say you have a mentor for this or have a mentor for that, I would definitely say pick someone who you can trust, who you can learn from. That way they can take you under your wing, and you can be able to have that shoulder or that support whenever you feeling down or don't think you're doing something right, or however that may look. Find your comfort in someone who you can trust.
So where can people find you
If you are trying to find me, you can always Google us. It's Made Beauty Salon. That's MADE. We are on Google, and Google will take you right to our website. But if you don't go that route, you can go straight to our website, which is made-beauty.com. Also look for us on social media, which is made.beauty.salon. Definitely reach out if you have any other questions. But yeah, thank you so much.